Hi everybody, I'm Mark Mulhern. I'm the Executive Director from South Shore Peer Recovery. I just want to start by saying thank you to Mary and Marshfield Facts and everybody else for having me here tonight, and everybody for being here tonight, because today is a really important day, right? And I'm going to touch on a little bit about what some of the other speakers touched on. If you want to find out about what we do, we have a table over there. You can check out our website. But that's not really what I'm here for right now. I really want to bring home the fact that while I am Mark Mulhern, the Executive Director of South Shore Peer Recovery, I'm an addict, right? I say that, there's nothing special about me. I'm an average man from an average neighborhood, from an average family. I'm not unique by any means, right? And I'm an addict. I'm also a brother. I'm your banker. I'm your neighbor. I'm your son. I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, and I'm an addict, right? And I say that and I use that word to really bring home the fact that this isn't someone else's problem from somewhere else, right? People who struggle with substance use disorders aren't addicts from somewhere else, from someone else's neighborhood, from some other lifestyle that I can't relate to, right? People who suffer from substance use disorder are the people that are here, the families that are here, the neighbors we all know, the children we have, the parents we have, the family we have, right? There are thousands of people just like me and thousands of people completely different from me, and we're all suffering from the same disease. And it really speaks to the impact of this disease that I started this morning at a sunrise overdose vigil in Scituate, right? And I'm here tonight to end my night because it's important to me as somebody in recovery. Right, there's 20,000 flags in the Boston Common right now, a sea of purple, and that's not okay. Right, 20,000 of our loved ones, friends, and family members have passed away in the last decade, and I'm lucky and blessed that I'm not one of those flags. Right, and a big part of that is because I had a supportive family and a supportive community. I was introduced to opioids through a prescription from a doctor after a dental surgery in college. It was my freshman year, and by the time I graduated, my life was completely consumed by opioid addiction. All my moral fibers were bent and broken. They were completely gone. I was somebody I wasn't meant to be. I didn't even know who I was when I looked in the mirror, right? And it was all because of this pill that I actually trusted was given to me appropriately. Right? But it unlocked something inside of me that I couldn't control. And there are endless stories like that. There are many people a lot more innocent than myself who went on making every correct decision in life, and then a car ran a red light, or they got tackled the wrong way, or they also had a dental surgery, or they made a poor decision in a moment of vulnerability and took a pill from a friend at a party, or a pill from a neighbor down the street because they had a sore back. And now they're suffering from substance use disorder, or they are no longer here, right? That's the reality of this disease, and that's the reality of the importance of why we're here tonight. And I really want to bring that home because addiction, substance use disorder, spreads in secrecy, right? This is a testament to our community, to Marshfield, and to the surrounding communities that we're all here tonight, right? We're out in the open, we're talking about it. We're sharing our struggle and we're sharing our hope, because addiction dies in the light, right? I had a disease that I lived this double life, and I lived a double life because I was scared. I was scared of stigma. I have substance use disorder that runs through my family, and I was still scared to speak up and ask for help. I was scared my employer was going to fire me. I was ashamed of what my family was going to say about me, of what people were going to think about me. And I suffered in silence, and my disease got worse. Right? Fortunately for me, I had the ability to seek some help, and I got some help. Right? And now, as an individual that works in the recovery field, and as somebody in recovery myself, it is my mission to really do away with stigma. Right? We really need to talk about this as open as we talk about the weather, as open as we talk about cancer and any other sickness there is, because it affects everybody. Right? Like we said earlier, it's not zip codes, it's not demographics, it affects all of us. The people that I help live on tree-lined streets in these very communities, right? I live on a tree-lined street in another community, right? I'm a college graduate. I worked in investment banking, right? I had a whole career laid out ahead of me. And I'm somebody that suffers from opioid use disorder. And today I'm an individual in long-term recovery because help was there and because I didn't let the stigma hold me back. So today, the mission is to keep the doors open, right? It is our job as a community and as individuals in recovery and as families affected by substance use disorder to make sure that there are open doors for people who need help. Because people suffering from addiction are suffering. They're ashamed. Whatever negative things you might want to say to them, they already say to themselves every single day. So what we need to do, and what I ask everyone here to do, if all you take from this is to help keep a door open, right? When somebody comes to you for help, talk to them compassionately, empathetically, help them to find support, help them to point to resources, lend them a listening ear, because closed doors sometimes don't reopen. Somebody who has a moment, a window of opportunity where they're brave enough to ask for help, if that door is closed, they may never make it back, right? I know countless people after working in treatment in the recovery field that ran into a closed door and now they're a flag on the Boston Common, and that is not okay, right? Recovery is possible and it should be the expectation. And it's all of our jobs here tonight and beyond tonight, as we go home to our families and our communities and our jobs and our neighbors and our friends, to make sure that we keep those doors open. Because everybody deserves recovery and everybody can find recovery, as long as the doors are open and the opportunities exist to find that recovery. So honestly, as the Executive Director of Social Repair Recovery, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank everyone for being here. But more importantly, as an individual in recovery myself, right, thank you. Thank you for helping to keep the doors open for other individuals trying to find recovery. Thank you for supporting our community. Thank you for supporting me, right? This means a lot to me that you're here tonight, that we're all here tonight. And so I ask everybody, to make it their personal mission to try and keep a door open, right? Literally, figuratively, in a small way, in a big way, right? But to put a hand out to offer help to somebody in need, because that's what we're all here for, right? I'm only here because people kept doors open for me. Brian is only here. I've had Brian multiple times in treatment, right? I've watched Brian hit bumps in the road, but Brian is here today because we didn't close those doors to him, right? Because relapse is not failure, right? Mistakes and bumps in the road are not the end. They don't have to be, right? Those doors should remain open even when we run into challenges. So thank you everybody for being here tonight. I truly appreciate you, and thanks again to Marshfield Facts for having me.